Welcome to Global Watch. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. The global auto industry is reeling from a shockwave that started in China and has now rippled across continents, shaking the very foundations of the market. What began as a regional disruption has quickly escalated into a worldwide phenomenon, leaving automakers, investors, and consumers scrambling to make sense of the new reality. On September 15, 2025, Chinese EV giant BYD publicly challenged Stellantis, a legacy European automaker with over a century of history. This bold move didn't just spark a rivalry, it ignited a fierce, high-stakes battle for dominance in the rapidly evolving electric vehicle market. This isn't just corporate drama, it's a sign of a massive power shift in the auto world. Analysts everywhere are calling it a turning point, as the balance of power tilts away from traditional Western giants and toward ambitious new players from the East. The battle between BYD and established players like Stellantis, Volkswagen, and Tesla is about more than just market share. It's about defining the future of mobility. Who will set the standards? Who will lead innovation? And who will capture the hearts and wallets of the next generation of drivers? At the heart of this struggle is control over critical supply chains, from batteries and semiconductors to rare earth materials. The ability to secure these resources will determine which companies survive and which are left behind. The stakes are enormous. Trade policies, consumer choices, and the future of manufacturing jobs hang in the balance. Governments are watching closely, knowing that the outcome could reshape economies and livelihoods for decades to come. BYD, once dismissed as a curiosity from China, now outsells even Tesla in the global EV market. Its meteoric rise has forced the world to take notice, and its competitors to rethink their strategies. Its bold move in Europe is a declaration. BYD is no longer content to dominate at home. It's expanding aggressively, determined to become a household name from Paris to Berlin and beyond. The message is clear. BYD is coming for the world stage. This public confrontation is a calculated risk, meant to assert dominance and send a clear message to competitors: adapt, or be left behind. The world's automakers are now on notice, and the pressure to innovate has never been greater. The automotive landscape has been permanently altered. The gloves are off, and the world is watching as the next chapter in this high-stakes saga unfolds. The era of quiet maneuvering is over, open conflict has arrived, and the outcome will shape the future of transportation for generations to come. To grasp BYD's rise, you need to know its roots. Founded in 1995, BYD started as a battery maker, not a car company. This expertise gave it a crucial edge as the world shifted to electric vehicles. While legacy automakers focused on engines, BYD mastered batteries and vertical integration. Its Blade battery set new standards for safety and cost, fueling rapid innovation. BYD's affordable, reliable EVs made electric driving accessible to the masses, not just the elite. By 2022, BYD sold more new energy vehicles than any other company worldwide. In 2024, it overtook Tesla in pure battery electric sales. BYD's disruption shows how technology, integration, and aggressive pricing can upend an industry. It didn't just join the race, it rewrote the rules. Europe, the heartland of automotive tradition and innovation, is BYD's next battleground. This continent, with its deep-rooted car culture and discerning consumers, represents a true test for any automaker daring to enter. For BYD, conquering Europe is about more than just boosting sales. It's about earning global validation and proving that a Chinese automaker can compete at the highest level in the world's most competitive automotive market. The company has methodically built its presence, launching models like the Atto 3, which has been tailored to meet European tastes and safety standards. Alongside the Atto 3, BYD introduced the Dolphin and Seal, expanding its lineup to appeal to a broader range of drivers, from city commuters to families seeking electric alternatives. BYD partnered with local dealers, understanding the value of physical showrooms in Europe, where customers still want to see, touch, and test drive cars before making a decision. This strategy is winning trust and unsettling European giants like Volkswagen and Stellantis, who now face a new, fast-moving competitor on their home turf. Stellantis responded by partnering with China's Leap Motor, setting up a proxy war on European soil, as legacy automakers scramble to defend their market share. The EU's phase-out of combustion engines by 2035 makes this a winner-take-all market, accelerating the shift to electric vehicles and raising the stakes for every player. But Chinese brands face tariffs, logistical hurdles, and regulatory scrutiny, making every shipment and sale a challenge in itself. Building brand loyalty from scratch is no easy feat. Politicians worry about local jobs and economic impact, while consumers remain cautious, weighing new options against trusted European brands. BYD's European push is a high-risk, high-reward gamble, with investors watching closely and competitors reacting swiftly. The outcome will test BYD's resilience, adaptability, and long-term strategy, as the company seeks to redefine what it means to be a global automotive leader. Tensions boiled over in September 2025 after Stellantis's CEO publicly praised Leapmotor's sales performance, sparking a wave of speculation and debate across the auto industry. The comments were seen as a direct challenge to BYD's growing presence in Europe, and the media quickly picked up on the brewing rivalry. In response, BYD fired back with a rare, pointed press release, an unusual move for the typically reserved company. The statement didn't just address Stellantis's remarks, it directly rebutted them, using hard sales data to make its case and leaving little room for misinterpretation. BYD revealed it had registered 8,610 vehicles in Germany in just 8 months, far outpacing Leapmotor and many other competitors. The numbers were clear, and the message was unmistakable. BYD is not just present in Europe, it's making significant inroads and setting new benchmarks for success. This public disclosure was a bold, almost Street Fighter move, rarely seen in the auto industry, where companies often prefer to let their products do the talking. BYD's decision to go public with its data signaled a new willingness to engage directly with rivals and critics. BYD is now shedding its quiet, understated image, embracing a more confident and even aggressive stance as a market leader. The company is signaling that it's ready to defend its achievements and challenge any attempts to downplay its impact. It's now competing on perception, not just price and technology. BYD wants to be seen as an innovator and a force to be reckoned with, not just another affordable EV brand. The message is clear. BYD won't let rivals control the narrative or downplay its success. The company is determined to shape public opinion and assert its place at the top of the industry. This spat signals the start of a new, more combative era in Europe's EV market, where competition is no longer just about technology or price, but also about reputation and influence. The world is watching closely to see how Stellantis and other major players will respond to BYD's bold challenge. Industry analysts, investors, and consumers alike are paying attention to every move. The battle for Europe's EV future just got personal, and the next chapter promises even more drama, competition, and high-stakes maneuvering. While BYD flexes abroad, its home market in China is getting tougher. The Chinese EV market is saturated, and BYD's domestic sales are stagnating. In June 2025, BYD's car deliveries in China dropped 8% year-over-year. Rivals like Geely, XPeng, and Xiaomi are gaining ground fast. HSBC data shows BYD lost significant market share in early 2025. BYD's ambitious target of 5.5 million annual sales now looks out of reach. Wall Street has revised forecasts downward, with most expecting closer to 5 million units. This domestic pressure explains BYD's aggressive international push. Europe is now a critical release valve for growth. BYD's global strategy is as much about necessity as ambition. Facing slowing sales at home, BYD launched a fierce price war in May 2025, slashing prices by up to 34%. The move was meant to crush smaller rivals and reclaim market share. As the industry's biggest player, BYD could absorb the hit, but profit margins across the sector collapsed. The chaos drew Beijing's attention. By June, regulators cracked down on aggressive discounting. The government's intervention forced BYD and others to pivot away from price wars. Now, companies must compete with new models and tech upgrades instead of discounts. With price cuts restricted, BYD's need to succeed overseas is even more urgent. The public spat with Stellantis is a direct result of this new reality. BYD is channeling its competitive energy into global markets. Overseas, BYD's expansion is a rare bright spot. By July 2025, it had achieved nearly 60% of its 800,000-unit overseas sales goal. Success in Southeast Asia, Latin America, and Europe proves BYD's global appeal. But every market brings unique challenges: regulatory hurdles in India, slow adoption in Saudi Arabia, and high import costs. Europe is the toughest tariffs loom. and building consumer trust is expensive and slow. BYD's international growth is vital, but it also makes the company a target for protectionist policies. The company must balance aggressive expansion with diplomatic finesse. Its future depends on mastering both cars and global politics. Analysts see BYD's public challenge to Stellantis as a strategic turning point. BYD is shifting from a manufacturing focus to a global brand leader. With price wars off the table, the company must now win with product innovation and rapid model launches. The public spat is part of a pivot to build prestige and project technological superiority. Most experts now expect BYD to sell around 5 million vehicles in 2025, short of its goal, but still a world-leading achievement. The battleground is shifting from price to battery range, charging speed, and software. BYD's battery expertise gives it an edge, but relentless innovation is now essential. The fight for global supremacy is just beginning. The industry has entered a volatile new era. The global auto industry has changed forever. BYD's public challenge to Stellantis marks the end of the old order and the start of fierce global competition. For consumers, this means faster innovation and better, more affordable EVs. But uncertainty looms. Tariffs and industry consolidation could limit choices. The implications go beyond cars. Jobs, manufacturing, and national pride are at stake. Governments must balance protecting local industries with encouraging competition and green technology. The story of BYD and its rivals is about the future, unfolding in real time. The road ahead is uncertain, filled with both opportunity and risk. The battle for the soul of the auto industry has begun. Stay tuned. The aftershocks will shape our world for decades.